Imagine this, 3 major conflicts erupting simultaneously in 3 different corners of the world. Not a drill. Not a simulation. This is real, and the world is standing on the edge of the abyss. May 2026. The United States and Iran are at the hottest point of military confrontation since 2020. Russia is once again hammering Ukraine with waves of drones and new ballistic missiles. And Israel, while facing international pressure, continues to block humanitarian aid routes into Gaza. The question is no longer whether a major war will break out. The question is, who is the most prepared? And who will determine the next direction of history? Welcome to Last Military Zone. Today we break down 3 conflict theaters at once, with military power data, the latest defense systems, and the strategies being played by the world's greatest powers. The United States is currently operating 2 carrier strike groups in the Persian Gulf region. USS Gerald R. Ford and USS Nimitz, each carrying 75 fighter jets and more than 6,000 personnel. This is the largest U.S. naval deployment in the Gulf region in the last decade. Based on a report from the Institute for Strategic Military Affairs, ISMA, April 2026 edition, Iran has responded by placing the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, along with its fleet of missile-armed fast boats on high alert in the waters of Hormuz. More than 3,000 ballistic and cruise missiles are reportedly in launch-ready positions. Iran is not a weak country. With a military budget of $24.6 billion in 2026, up 18% from last year, they have developed an asymmetric warfare strategy specifically designed to neutralize U.S. technological superiority. Kamikaze drones, the locally developed Fata-2 hypersonic missile, and cyber warfare are their primary weapons. But the U.S. is not intimidated. The Pentagon's fiscal year 2026 defense budget reached $886 billion, the largest in American history. With THAAD missile defense systems, Aegis ashore, and 5th-generation F-35I jets spread across bases in Qatar and the UAE, they are prepared for the worst-case scenario. While the world is focused on the Middle East, Russia has struck again. In the last 72 hours, more than 400 missiles and drones have been launched into Ukrainian territory, targeting power plants, strategic bridges, and NATO ammunition depots in western Ukraine. According to data from the Eurasian Defense Monitor, EDM, published in May 2026, Russia is now operating Iskander-M ballistic missiles with modified payloads capable of penetrating the latest Patriot defense systems. This is a significant escalation that is keeping NATO generals awake at night. On the other side, Ukraine is not passive. With the help of a $12 billion weapons package from NATO delivered in March 2026, including Leopard 2A8 tanks, the latest Caesar howitzers, and 4th-generation EW jamming systems, Ukraine is building a tougher defensive line than ever before. This is no longer a conventional war. This is a laboratory of modern warfare, where a $500 drone can destroy a $10 million tank. And Russia, with the second-largest military reserve in the world, has not yet played all of its trump cards. Now we move to Gaza. Israel continues to maintain its blockade on humanitarian aid routes despite growing international pressure. More than 700 UN aid trucks have reportedly been held at the Kerem Shalom border crossing over the past 2 weeks. The United States remains at the top. A military budget of $886 billion, 1.3 million active personnel, 11 aircraft carriers, 3,708 active combat aircraft, and more than 5,500 nuclear warheads. No one matches America's global power projection. In second place, Russia. With 900,000 active personnel, the world's largest nuclear arsenal, 6,257 warheads, and the avant-garde hypersonic missile system proven capable of maneuvering beyond the reach of any interception system. Russia is weak economically, but deadly on the battlefield. China? Be cautious. Beijing operates the world's largest navy by ship count, 355 vessels, with 3 active aircraft carriers and a 4th carrier under construction. Their official military budget is $225 billion, but analysts estimate the real number could be twice that amount. India, often overlooked, has now become the world's 4th military power with a budget of $81 billion. They possess the INS Vikrant aircraft carrier, a fleet of Rafale jets from France, and the supersonic BrahMos missile developed jointly with Russia, now sold to 12 other countries. Then there are Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, South Korea, Japan, and the United Kingdom, each possessing regional power projection capabilities that cannot be ignored. The world in 2026 is no longer unipolar. This is a dangerous multipolar era. So what does all this mean for us? 3 simultaneous conflicts are not a coincidence. They are a reflection of a collapsing world order and a new order that has yet to take shape. In that vacuum, war thrives. The US is flexing its muscles in the Gulf. Russia is proving it still matters in Europe. Israel is playing with diplomatic fire while maintaining its military dominance. And in the middle of all this, civilians are the ones paying the price with blood and lives. The world does not need more missiles. The world needs more wisdom. But as long as national interests outweigh humanity, conflict will continue to be the language most understood by world leaders. That's our analysis for today. If this video opened your eyes to what's happening in the world, press the like button now. Subscribe so you don't miss a single in-depth military analysis on this platform. And leave a comment. In your opinion, which conflict is the most dangerous for global stability? Write it below. I read them all.
Watch me.